Hi everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of Just Good Games. So over the past couple of months I have been playing games. I've been playing long games, short games, some new and some old, but they were all most definitely games. And to do reviews on these games, like I've probably played about 10 to 12, maybe even 15 games over these past couple months. To do reviews on all of them would take such a long time. So today I'm gonna do what I would call quick reviews. I'm gonna go through 10 of these games and then just go through a quick couple sentences of a review and then give a final score at the end, just so you sort of get an overview of these games. So with that being said, all I need you to do now is go down there and click that subscribe button, and then we will crack on with what I'm calling Just Good Games quick reviews. So we start with Borderlands 3. Great game, great shooter, very funny. I love that they bring the characters through from the Tales from the Borderlands and they're used very well in this game. It's probably not as good as 2. I don't think the villains are as good as Handsome Jack in number 2, but this is a very, very good game, very good shooter, great characters, 8 out of 10. Next, The Sinking City. Great concept, piss poor execution. I love the story, I love the Lovecraftian style of it, but the mechanics in this game are not that good. Graphically, it's bad. The shooting is not that good, and it just almost tries to be a bit too clever, and that leads to a bit of confusion sometimes on where to go and how to approach specific missions. Would you persevere for the story, really? So 5 out of 10, The Sinking City. Gris. Fantastic, atmospheric puzzle game, a bit like Journey, but controversially, which I'm going to say now, better than Journey. Just the music, the atmosphere, the way you have to bring colour back to this black and white land is absolutely fantastic. Only about 10 hours on at a push. Really, really good. 9.5 out of 10. Nioh, or nioh. Brilliant Dark Souls sort of clone, but manages to differentiate itself from Dark Souls enough to be considered sort of a different style of game, because you can change your styles. It's a lot quicker than Dark Souls, a bit more like Bloodborne, to be honest, and it's just really cool. It is it's probably not as good as Dark Souls, to be honest, but it's really, really good. Nioh, 8 out of 10. Never Alone. Really old game, was one of the first PlayStation Plus games, but since I had the time on my hands I've decided to play it. Pretty good platformer, pretty good side-scrolling platformer, nice puzzles, but just doesn't do enough to really stand out from all the 2D side-scrolling platformers which are available to us, so that gets a 6 out of 10. The Crash Bandicoot collection, obviously the 3 original Crash Bandicoot games all in one package, and they are absolutely fantastic. A lot harder than I remember them being, especially the first game. Controls can be a bit frustrating. It's because of the sensitivity now in controllers. I just find that some of those little movements cause bigger movements and it causes you to die a lot. But pretty good nostalgic games, probably not as good as the Spyro collection, so that's a 7 out of 10. Dreams is an awesome video game creation tool, absolutely love it. Artstream, which is Media Molecule's sort of story on it, is absolutely fantastic, worth the price of admission alone. I would pay about £15 just to play that. The creation tools are absolutely fantastic, very deep and actually quite easy to use. Just go and play other people's creations, really good, probably better than Little Big Planet, to be honest, so Dreams gets a 9 out of 10. Control, fantastic concept, one of the games of last year. I wish I played it last year because it would have been in one of my lists for best games of 2019. As I said, absolutely fantastic concept, fantastic controls, Haha, pun there. Fantastic, just everything. The enemies are really good, can be a bit fiddly at sometimes, but has this like sort of David Lynch-esque mystery towards it. So Control is definitely a 9 out of 10. Plague Tales Innocence. Really good concept, really nice emotional story driven game. Not really much to the controls in that, but it's more the story which you play this for, and it's a bit like Two Brothers, to be honest, which is an awesome game, and you've got your younger sibling, the older sibling, and you play as them throughout the plague in France. Rats, fire, really good, 8 out of 10. And finally, we have Tokyo Mirage Sessions Final Encore, the Nintendo Switch remake or remaster of the Nintendo Wii U game. Crossover between Fire Emblem and sort of Atlas's style of gameplay. Very good, but it doesn't do enough for me to be one of Atlas's top games. The combat is solid, great JRPG, but it just needs a little bit more for me. I will say I'm only about halfway through this because it's a bloody long game, but at the moment, for me, it is a 7 out of 10. So we have made it to the end of these quick reviews. I know it was a mega, but I thought I just needed to get these scores out there. So thank you for watching. All I need you to do now is hit subscribe, share, like, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and once again, you have been watching Just Good Games.